Please tell us what was your first reaction to the novel, and when this long story started for you, this idea of making a picture out of Don Quixote.
I think like most people, I knew a lot about Don Quixote but never read the books. And I called the executive producer and said, Jake, I need $20 million, and I have two names. And I said, one of them is Quixote and the other is Gilliam. And he said, okay, you've got the money. Well, it was really easy. It never happened. But it started that way, and then I sat down and I actually read the books. And it took me several weeks to get through them. And it was at the beginning, it was kind of hard work because there's a rhythm in them, and you've got to get into. The hotel is stunningly beautiful. They put me in a suite that I get lost in. It's so big. We can put I think half the homeless people of Los Cabos in that room, and I wouldn't even know they were there. But people are very generous here. It's very nice. I have nothing to complain about. It's very frustrating. My wife thinks I complain about everything all the time, and I have nothing to complain about here. So it's a new experience for me. Thank you. Thank you.
How do you feel about finally presenting this film after such a bumpy road?
I suppose it's feeling what you must feel after you've gone through a terrible operation. It's a life and death operation, and you survive. I don't feel anything other than the fact we survived and we made a good film that I'm not going to be embarrassed about for the rest of my life.
There's no one else who could have done it with such tenacity and still being I mean, I hate to say this because it's so overused, but it's so true, still being a dreamer and trying to get it done. And imagination coupled with tenacity is, I think, a rare combination that few people embody as well as Terry.
What's extraordinary about Adam, he is so grounded. He had a plan that got us through the film, despite all of my twists and turns and dragging him this way and that. And I think that's what I loved about the relationship, because it is kind of order and chaos working together. And where I'll go off into fantasy world, you have always stayed honest and true to things. I will lie and cheat. You don't.
I think that in retrospect, I think I always knew I wanted to be an actor, but at the time it didn't seem like a very realistic profession considering where I was raised. You know, the Midwest, which is fine. There just wasn't a lot of opportunities to make a living or a reasonable living as an actor. But then when I went, after being in the Marine Corps, you know, when you kind of have everything taken away from you, your identity, then when you get out, civilian problems seem kind of small. I mean, that's an illusion, but at the time, that's what I thought. I knew where New York was where actors were living, so I wanted to go there to do it, and because I was in the military, you know, like if it didn't work out, I felt comfortable sleeping on the street, and, you know, but luckily it worked out, and I didn't have to do that. So I guess I was filled with a kind of false confidence that before I didn't have, but I only got that experience from, you know, going through this hard thing for me at the time, being in the Marine Corps.
What can I say? I'm so delighted to be in Mexico again. It's a country. This is a country with such energy and passion. I love it. So I'm back. Thank you, and thank you very much to the festival for inviting me. And also, thank you for being the place for the Mexican premiere of El Hombre que Mató a Don Quixote. I wish the festival great success and go on years and years from now. I keep bringing great filmmakers to this place, even people like me. Please. Thank you very much. Love it.